Have you been trying to build a following on social media to find that you haven't really generated a lot of engagement, that your posts are falling on deaf ears, and perhaps you've been spending money on Facebook ads that haven't got you the results that you would have liked? If that's the case and that's where you are, that is something that actually happens to an awful lot of people. And in this video, we're going to look at how you might get around that, how you might start to fix that. And I'm going to set you a challenge that's going to help you build your social media following and help you start seeing results within hopefully the next week. So if you've been having some problems getting engagement with your social media posts, especially when you've been paying for Facebook ads, I'm going to show you how I changed my tack and it really improved things. Okay, so here is an ad that I ran on Facebook back in September, quite a while ago. So I knew that I wanted to include some social proofing, and I didn't just want to post something that said, please play my songs. I wanted to give people a reason to play my songs. So the tack that I took was that I used some of my press quotes. So, Maverick Country said, mature songwriting, and I'm aiming at people who like country music, folk music, Americana, and I'm targeting that in the ads manager under interests as well. So I did this, and I tried to describe a little bit what the album was like, linked to it. So let's look at the actual engagement. Not great, really. I mean, it's not awful, and it's still 80 engagements I wouldn't otherwise have had. But it was a bit like burning money. So I asked myself, I've tried to give people a reason to click on these tracks. I've tried to select the right group of people. Why is it not working? And the answer to that is, I'm not really talking to that audience. I'm not entering into the conversation in their heads. I'm not really gelling with them. I'm still just saying, hey, look at me, look at my songs, instead of talking about those people. And it's really talking about people that is going to get people's attention. So let me show you in contrast another more recent ad that I've run. So here is an ad that I'm currently running. Now this campaign is underway, so I can't really give you the total results of it yet, but it has already made me an awful lot more money than I'd spent on it. So to be fair, this is on my teaching page rather than on my music page, but I have said in my ad, do you want to give the gift of self-confidence, new skills, stress relief, fun, and music this Christmas? Buy your loved one a gift voucher. So I have actually used the word you, and I'm trying to talk to people and engage with them. And in my image, I have said to someone I love, because if you're going to buy a gift voucher, you're going to spend a lot of money on it. You're probably doing that for someone you're very fond of. So I'm trying to enter into the inner conversation of the person viewing the ad, what it is that they need, what it is that they want, why it is that they might want to buy something. And I've given the benefits of the voucher. People gain new skills, they gain self-confidence, stress relief, fun, and music. But I've done that in such a way as it's more conversational than what I tried to do with the other ad, where I said, oh, the benefits of listening to this are, some great publications have thought it's good music, and that really didn't gel with my target audience. So I've also given the practicalities of how people can contact me, how they can come to lessons, and what it costs. But I've tried to do that in the minimum amount of text. When you create an ad through the ad manager rather than boosting a post, then you get this little bit of text at the bottom, and there's a call to action. And I've chosen send message here because basically people trust Facebook. It's a known entity. And until you build a relationship with people on Facebook, taking them off of Facebook onto your website, which is a site they may not trust as much, could be a high risk strategy. So using the ad manager on your computer rather than just boosting posts from your phone is probably going to be a better way to go. And the ads actually look a little better in that you get these headlines here as well. So this is just a little thought. Now, let's set a challenge that's going to help you grow your fan base on social media. So the first thing to ask yourself is, who is your reader? Who are the people that you would like to be reading your post? Where do they live? What are their interests? What age are they? What gender are they? What point of life are they at? Because Facebook allows you to target that, say people who've just got engaged, people who've just gone into third level education. You know, for some of you that might be relevant to finding your audience. So we need to have a really clear idea of who it is you're targeting. And what I would say here is, don't use really broad terms in your targeting, things like music, or even things like, say, country music. Try and target the fans of existing artists in your field, or people who are dominant figures in that field. So once you've worked out who your audience are, there are good and bad ways of targeting them. And here is a bad example right here. Listen to my song below with a link. Nothing about the song, nothing about you, and most importantly, nothing whatsoever that appeals to the audience and tells them why they should listen to your song. And just posting a song saying you can click below is not likely to bear very much fruit for you. Here's a much better example of how to write a post that's targeted to your target market. So, do you love country music, or just love country music? Because you want to keep it short. Country fans are listening to this track on Spotify. So you have identified the person, they're a country music fan. So if someone reads that, they recognize themselves in it, you've caught them a bit better. And then tell them that other country fans are listening to this track on Spotify. So they feel that's something that people like them are doing. So maybe they want to give it a go too. Another thing to do in your posts and ads is to use an attention-grabbing image. People don't often respond to just pure text. Now, if you're using the Facebook Ads Manager, it actually has a whole selection of free stock images that you can search by keywords, and there's some great images on there. You can also use sites such as Pixabay and Canva. And the great thing about Canva is that you can add text to your image and modify it in all sorts of ways. So you can also, of course, take your own photographs, so long as it's something that's really high quality, that's going to engage with people. Another thing that you want to do in posts and ads is to social proof them. And that means using quotes and testimonials just to help people to trust you. Because after all, you know, an awful lot of stuff comes up in our Facebook ads every day that we can't really verify whether the people are who they say they are. So you'll notice in the example that I showed you, I use some of my press quotes. If you've got press quotes, use them. Or even if you've just got a quote from someone who went to one of your gigs, read something that you'd written online and had something nice to say about it. Just make sure it's a nice compact quote so that you don't use up too much text. So hopefully you're feeling confident to put together a post or indeed a Facebook ad and put some money behind that ad this week and just see if using this tag increases your engagement. It should also help you to get to know your target audience. And as you keep thinking this way and as you keep creating more posts and more ads, your audience will continue to grow and hopefully to engage with you. So if you've enjoyed this video, if it's been helpful to you, please do subscribe and feel free to visit my website, which is singinglessonsni.com. Got a blog on there that has information on all kinds of aspects of the music industry. And thank you so much for watching.